What's happening? This is Wilson Jet with a quick crossbow tutorial for the Aftermath DLC on Battlefield 3. If you're a non-premium Battlefield 3 player, you're probably looking forward to this Tuesday so that you finally have access to Aftermath and the brand new crossbow. There are 5 pieces of equipment and 2 dog tag related assignments that are associated with the crossbow. So you've got a lot of content, a lot of things to do. First thing that you're going to want to do once you have Aftermath is to go find a game of Scavenger and win 3 rounds of Scavenger mode. Once you do that, you'll unlock the standard crossbow, which looks like this. It has a cobra sight. The crossbow is available with all 4 classes and will take the place of 1 piece of equipment, which adds a lot of depth and creativity to the kit selection that just wasn't there before. There is also a scoped crossbow. The way that you're going to unlock that is to get a cumulative total of 150 meters worth of headshots using sniper rifles, assault rifles, and carbines. So 150 meters total with each of those 3 different types of weapon classes. The scoped crossbow gives you 7 times magnification, and that's a neat tool to have, just to have the scope with classes that wouldn't ordinarily have access to a long-range weapon like that. There are 4 different types of ammunition. If you look in the lower right-hand corner there, I can scroll between those icons using the down button on my D-pad. The first type of ammunition is the normal bolt. This does quite a bit of damage. It does 100 damage up to 20 meters and a minimum of 60 damage out to 50 meters. There is quite a bit of drop because the arrow moves slowly at 100 meters per second. And you're going to have to aim up just a little bit. What I would recommend is that you put the skinny part of your cobra sight on your enemy's face. That's going to help you get a headshot. There's a little bit of a learning curve associated with this. I noticed I was getting lots of kill assist 91s right out of the gate because I kept hitting people in the legs. The second piece of ammunition that you can unlock is the scan bolt. In order to unlock that, what you're going to need to do is get 20 spot assists, designate 10 vehicles, and get 1 laser designated kill assist. The best way to get that laser designated kill assist if you're playing by yourself is to go play some tank superiority, hop in a CITV, or spawn in as a recon and put down a SOFLAM and designate your own target. That's what I did. The scan bolt is not really intended to hurt people. You notice it's got a plunger on the front, this green fletching on the back. Only does 10 damage. The point of this arrow is really just for reconnaissance purposes. For instance, if I was playing here on Epicenter, there's a choke point here coming right out of the deployment. I could fire this bolt around the corner and hit that wall, and any enemies within a 10-meter radius of the point of impact would be highlighted on my minimap. The third type of ammunition that you can unlock is the explosive bolt. This is the Rambo bolt that everybody's been excited about. You see this has a flashing red tip, black and yellow fletching on the back. What you need to do to unlock this bolt is get 5 kills with hand grenades, 5 kills with underslung weapons, and 5 kills with the C4. The first 2 are pretty easy. For the third one, what I did is played Rush and C4'd some tanks, C4'd the objective, and got it in pretty short order. This does a lot of damage. It does 200 damage at the point of impact and 112 splash damage. But as you can see, there's a lot of drop. This only moves at 45 meters per second and is affected by gravity at 110%. If I were to take aim at that van normally, my arrow wouldn't even clear that knee wall up there. What I need to do to hit that van is aim way up here. So I have to aim substantially higher than my target. This is a neat addition to the game because now I can play recon, pull out my crossbow with explosive tips, and I have a means to combat enemy vehicles that just wasn't there before. This is really intended to be used against light armored vehicles like your Jeeps, Vodniks, and the van. And maybe a scout helicopter if you can get them to sit still long enough. There's these little propane tanks in front of these blue doors. I have to aim up here to hit it. There we go. It's going to be tough to take on a tank by yourself. You'd have to put about 6 or 7 arrows into it. And there's a really long reload time, so that's kind of dangerous, but you can give it a shot. The last piece of ammunition for the crossbow is the balance bolt. And you're going to want to use this to get those long-range headshots. The balance bolt does not do as much damage as the normal bolt. It only does 80 damage up to 20 meters, and it goes down to 50 damage at 100 meters. So it has a much longer range. The velocity is 150 meters per second, and this is only affected by gravity at 20%. You notice it has the barb tip, this red and black fletching on the back. So I can fire this substantially farther than I could a normal bolt. I mentioned those 2 dog tag assignments associated with the crossbow. The first is the old school warrior dog tag. This is a picture of an archery target with the words medieval skill set on it. And that's really easy to get. You only have to get 5 crossbow kills. The second dog tag is quite a bit harder. You have to get 50 total crossbow kills. I'm in the process of doing that. I've got 20 right now. I'm going to try to find a game after this and go get some footage, and hopefully I can show you the crossbow in action while I'm getting those other 30 kills. The other thing that you have to do is a bit of a challenge. You have to get 150 meter total headshots with the crossbow. And the best way to do that, I'm going to show you right now. Here on Epicenter, if you go over to the spot behind the D flag, there are usually some guys perched on a ledge over there next to the D flag. I just pulled out my scoped crossbow, and you can generally just pick them off while they're standing around the flag. I'll have to commit suicide and grab my scoped crossbow and spawn back in with it. But if you come over here to this area, use a little bit of cover, and look into the D flag like this, there's usually some guys standing on that ledge. Let me go ahead and spawn back in with the scoped crossbow. I'll show you how it works. Alright, so I have the scoped crossbow now. In order to get the balance bolt, which I failed to mention before, what you're going to need to do is get 50 kills with sniper rifles. The best way to do that is to use a semi-automatic sniper rifle. I went M417 suppressed with a holographic sight, played some Rush on the Aftermath maps, just waited for people to go to the target, shot them in the back. The second thing you need to do is get 10 headshots with a sidearm. You're going to get that if you play enough Scavenger, because you only start out with your pistol. Okay, so if we take aim over here at D, I'm going to aim at these pillars just so you can see the flight of the arrow. You notice the arrow falls just below the top milling mark, so it's pretty easy to hit people at range with the balance bolt with a little bit of practice. I actually got 3 in a row right here and was done with this assignment. Let me just show you the normal bolt for comparison's sake. If I wanted to make that same shot from this range with the normal bolt, I would need to aim way up here. Watch the flight of the arrow. You can see the arc of the arrow. It's dramatically different. We'll do that one more time. This is a normal arrow. So that would be a really tough shot at range. So if you want to be a sniper with the crossbow, you definitely want to use the scope and the balance bolt. Hopefully you got something out of this. Look forward to seeing some of you on Tuesday. I'm going to go try to find some crossbow games right now. Thanks for watching.